It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it from the gun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, and made a nice tackle.
To the air, it's Daniels. Got his man down the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Hands it off. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Right back to the well. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Got his man on the right. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Daniels. There's the pressure. Trying to buy time.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on second down. It's complete to the left. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
There's so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A first-and-goal situation. Opening drive masterpiece.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Big guy guy smells it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Beck's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marsh. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Using his legs to buy some time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Underwood. With the catch, it's Marshall. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Stepping to the right. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run
to the big house, Michigan Stadium. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Noles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback may change this route. The run inside. It's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Play action with Underwood. With the catch, it's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Pulls it in, it's Riles. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The give on the inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Quick completion on the out route. At the 35, he's open. Hits the accelerator to the right. Running inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown Seminoles. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And guys, I don't know if they got the play call in quickly enough, but still the quarterback has to make sure the snap gets off on top. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
That's caught. It's Marsh. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Marshall. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to run, it's Marshall. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Drive will come from their own 17. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The keeper on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Lot of room to the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50. Third and long on any given play. They can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves.
And he's in. Touchdown, Florida State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Wolverines will try to pick it up on fourth down. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Unloads it left. Caught, and he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Makes the catch. It's Buchanan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Marshall. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Reads it, fires complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Here's Underwood to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point was good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Daniels. Oh, they're after him. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Underwood. Here's a hit. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Gets it to him on the screen. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Underwood. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Wide open spaces. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Working that left side now. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting him tackled to the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Dropping back, it's Berry. Quarterback adapted. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Makes the grab at the 10. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Play fake, Underwood. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Florida State. And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On the move, it's Marshall. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Underwood on the play action. Steps away. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake and
snags it, and he's open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Skips away from pressure. He's turning it loose into the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Throwing right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Get it out on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wolverines! And here they come, almost all the way back.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Again, it's Underwood. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The run from the shotgun. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He'll run it again. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Dropping back, it's Berry. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive. So now it's second and long.
back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing line.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
Hey, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And the Noles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. The give out of the gun. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And hang on, they aren't leaving the offense out there. Look, I understand it doesn't add a possession to the lead with the field goal, but I don't know, it doesn't hurt to tack on some points at this juncture of the game. On 4th down, going to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Seminoles back in the lead.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
35, Michigan, 25.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
Lining up to convert third down. The offense changing the play. Underwood from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here.
And, man, that's tough. As a defense, you're celebrating your offense. We're about to go take the lead. We're about to go win this game late in the fourth quarter, and then they force the turnover. Now we got to go make them look good. Get off the sideline, change your mindset, go make a play, get the ball back to your offense.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He's got it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Look, it's a nice game, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get...
He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Snagged out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He lobs one high down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Marshall. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Underwood. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Somehow, they flung all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the point after is good. They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. The hands team eliminating any potential drama with the onside kick, and the clock is going to run out on this one. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.